Hi, my name's Eden. I'm on the WW Blue plan. I don't even have on a bra yet, but I'm gonna show you what I eat in a day. Coffee before bras, that's what I say. I made a coconut caramel cold brew today. It's so good, so simple, 1 point, and I'll show you how I made it right now. I'm gonna add 0 points worth of this Smucker's Sundae syrup. This is the sugar-free caramel. And 0 points is 7 grams, so 7 grams. So I'm gonna tear out my scale and change the measurement to milliliters and add 118 milliliters of the Trader Joe's coconut cold brew coffee concentrate. And this is a 2-to-1 concentrate. So it's on 0 right now, and I'll stop. That's a little bit more, but it's okay because this is 0 points. I'm gonna add about 2 parts water, ice, and half of a Premier Protein vanilla. Yeah, that's about half. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of my Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. This is a vanilla sweetener. Ooh, that's good. For liquid items, a food scale is key. I got mine at Costco. It was like $14. You can get them other places, but yeah. I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm not quite hungry yet, and I'll meet you back here for breakfast. So I'm making a version of the Felicia combo for breakfast. So I'm using these Southern style potatoes because it's out of the like regular shredded ones that she would usually use. 2 eggs, my Good Culture cottage cheese. Right now I don't have the whole milk, I have the double cream, so it's higher in points. Three ounces into the air fryer. Potatoes, eggs, cottage cheese, everything but the bagel seasoning. 5 points. I got this gallon water jug, I don't know, maybe last week, and I'm at the 3 o'clock mark and it's noon. So it's been like, it's just become increasingly clear to me that I drink far more than a gallon of water every single day. So I'll probably end up refilling this or either adding a bunch of ice to it in a bit, but yeah. Drink your water, folks. So my anniversary is tomorrow. My boyfriend's coming into town. I figured for one of our meals, we would have some pizza. So I'm gonna make some 2-ingredient dough. I'm not gonna be making the pizzas in this video, but I wanted to show you how I make the dough. So if you wanna make some, you can. It's really simple. All you need is self-rising flour, some non-fat Greek yogurt, and let's head over to the counter. A cup and a half of self-rising flour. And then I'm gonna use about 1 cup and 1/3 of yogurt. The reason is, when you use equal parts, I feel like it's just a tad bit sticky. So I use just a little bit less of the yogurt. So this is about 1 cup. And this is 1/3 cup instead of 1/2 cup. So just a little bit less, a few tablespoons less of the yogurt. And I just like to use a fork to combine it. I'll probably use 1/3 of this dough, which for me will be 5 points. Because 1/2 cup of flour is 5 points, I made 1.5 cups. My boyfriend will use the 2/3 of this, which would be 1 cup of flour. I'll use the 1/2 cup, and that's how we'll do it. So once it starts to get crumbly like this, I like to go ahead and move it onto the counter. And this does super well in the fridge. Super duper well. See, it's kind of crumbly like biscuit dough. So this does really well in the fridge. It can stay in the fridge like 3 days is how long I've done it. And then after that, it can go into the freezer. But if you freeze it, the texture does change just a little bit and it becomes more like a, I don't know, like a thin crust type of dough. If you don't freeze it, it does get fluffy and rise pretty well. So yeah, just keep mixing. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I need to add more yogurt. Don't add more yogurt, just keep mixing, I promise. If you add more yogurt, then it's gonna be sticky and annoying. So just keep mixing and keep the faith. I promise it comes together. And this kind of dough keeps you full for so long because all of the extra protein in the yogurt. As you can see, I'm just going around to pick up all the excess. You don't have to do this. I just want to get all of it off the counter. So there we go. And you can see that took a few minutes, but that's perfect. And like I said, I'll use 1/3 of this. And the way I'll know what 1/3 is so that I'm getting exactly half a cup worth of flour is I'll weigh the whole thing and then divide it by 3. I'll have 1/3, he'll have 2/3, and we'll have our own little pizzas. And that'll be a fun little anniversary activity, making our own pizzas. This does so well in the fridge. And it's actually even easier to roll out the next day. So I'm gonna put this into a little container. You can put it back in here. I'm gonna put it probably in a little baggie. And there we go, we have our dough ball for tomorrow. You can make all kinds of things with these. Bagels, pretzels, cheese sticks, muffins, not muffins, rolls. I meant rolls. Little biscuits. You can put like cheddar and jalapeno and make little cheddar jalapeno rolls. You can do all kinds of stuff. So a really good dough to have, super high protein, super satisfying. Make this, even if you're not on WW. It's a really easy way to make dough. I do think it's worth noting, my boyfriend hates yogurt. He hates sour cream. He cannot taste the yogurt in this dough. He loves this dough, so it's a winner, even if you don't like yogurt. So try it out. For lunch, I decided to just make a quick charcuterie board, nothing fancy. These are the reduced fat Ritz. 5 of them are 2 points. A Baby Bell cheese, and I just put some hot sauce on top of it, which is 1 point. Cucumbers, some tomatoes, pickled jalapenos. And then I have 2 different kinds of olives here. One of them is a garlic stuffed olive. One is a blue cheese stuffed olive. A bunch of salmon to get in my protein. Some dill pickle, whole grain mustard, which is very, very good. Some pitted cherries, I just pitted those now. 1 tablespoon of the flavored PB Co. salted caramel crunch, which is 1 point. 2 tablespoons is 2 points, 1 tablespoon is 1 point. 1 tablespoon is plenty to dip my cherries into. So 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here, 2 points here for a grand total of 5 points for our charcuterie board. Super excited to gobble this up. Wowza. So I was having a bit of a craving for buffalo sauce, and I had made these little buffalo ranch pizzas with eggplant as the base on Instagram the other day. You can follow me on Instagram if you're not already. I post lots of food inspo there. But then I was like, oh man, I have so much lettuce that I need to go through. So I decided to make some buffalo shrimp lettuce cups. Guys, I have these often and they're so, so good. So I just cooked up some shrimp. I cut them in half and cooked them up in the Buffalo Wild Wings dry buffalo rub. I love that stuff. And then I used the Hidden Valley Dill Cucumber Ranch, and I just mixed that with 2 tablespoons of non-fat Greek yogurt for 0 points and a tiny bit of the ranch packet seasoning to make it super flavorful. So my shrimp is 0, my dip is 2 points, and in the name of balance, obviously we're having some hot Cheetos. I have a lot of points left for the day, so I can afford them, and I thought it sounded really good. So that's what I'm having for dinner. Clearly I like build your own type of food. Lunchable 90s kids, can you feel me? So you just put the shrimp in, and I also put some green onions on my plate, so you can put some green onion in there if you want. Put your sauce, put your shrimp, make a little bundle, bite into it. So good. So you just put it in there, and I like to kind of wrap it around, and then you can just basically pop this whole thing in your mouth. Like a little Diet orange soda. It's been a bit since I had dinner. I've used 19 points for the day. I have 17 remaining, which means I'm not even in my healthy eating zone. I need to hit at least 23 points to be in my healthy eating zone. I know what I'm gonna have for dessert, and that will push me over. So, frozen. So my dessert is 7 points. So I'll be at 26. I don't always eat under my points. Sometimes I eat all of my points. Sometimes I eat a little over my points. This is just what happens to be today, which is nice because 4 of them will roll over till tomorrow, and tomorrow's my anniversary. So I'll probably use my weeklies and my dailies. So it's nice to have that option, but I just wanted to say I don't always eat under my points like this. Sometimes instead of having lettuce, I would have put those into a corn tortilla. I just was feeling lettuce today because I had it. It was gonna go bad. Let me show you dessert and shut my mouth. These are the kind frozen bars. They're not the regular ones, they're in the freezer section. These taste just like Snickers ice cream bars. They're so good, but they're kind bars, so the ingredients are a little better than Snickers ice cream bars. I'll show you what they look like. These are 7 points. Let me get it unwrapped. So this is what they look like. They're covered in chocolate. This is some kind of creamy peanut butter situation. They have an almond one and a peanut butter one. They're both 7 points, and let me show you. It tastes like ice cream, but there's no dairy in it. They're plant-based. So I got these at Target. They're super good. 7 points. And that's what I ate today on the WW Blue plan. It was a really good food day. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. You know the outro. I love you endlessly, and I hope you love yourselves even more. We'll talk really soon. Bye.